The time is 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night, August 2nd, 2017. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night, 2nd of August, 2017. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. The time is 11 o'clock, and our top story is on the 11 o'clock news on the Peter Channel is President Trump dismisses Statue of Liberty huddled masses form. McMaster dismisses Jennifer Flynn from National Security Council. 8 things that Trump team denied and then later confirmed. Affirmative action battle has a new focus. Asian Americans. Trump's Boy Scout line makes it hard for America to trust him on anything else. Hours after the gas explosion rocks Minaha Academy near Minneapolis, St. Paul, second body is found. Brazilian lawmakers reject bribery prosecution of President Michel Turner. Trump supports plan to cut legal immigration in half. The Air Force test firing a ballistic missile today was routine. Growing tension with North Korea is not. Taliban bomber kills 2 Americans and 7 in Afghanistan. After health vote, Paul LePage calls Maine senators dangerous. NAACP issues first ever travel advisory for state, Missouri. Scaramucci to hold online event Friday. New poll reveals that Donald Trump is losing support from a key part of his base. What's beyond the Dow's center rise at 22,000? Apple. Elon Musk reassures the investor as Tesla ramps up Model 3 output. According to NTSB, Air Canada jet came much closer to landing on other planes than thought. A republic was almost here, and it's not what Elon Musk envisioned. NASA's hiring a planetary protection officer guards against alien life and vice versa. Researchers think that 1.3 degrees Celsius warming is inevitable. First human embryo editing experiment in U.S. corrects gene of heart condition. Euthanasia used for 4.5% of death in the Netherlands. And now, look at New England does report in East Montpelier, Vermont. At 418 U.S. Route 2, a Casella waste transfer station large dirt collapse. Export a 10,000-gallon tank. Mutual aid from Berlin and Plainfield. And Peter Joe News Time, 11:02 on this late Wednesday night, and it is time now for traveling and transit apart. Let's study off on the MBTA, where the Amtrak signal issue between substation Bay has been resolved and normal service was resumed with visual delays. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, I was in byways of New England on this late Wednesday night. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, a 6-state region is looking good on highways and byways of New England tonight. Peter Joe News Time, 11:02 on this late Wednesday night, and it's time now for a weather report. And we had a humid day and the high and dew points in the sticky side and temperatures around that area. You'll get showers and thunderstorms. That's what we got at about 8 o'clock this evening, as we had showers and thunderstorms move through the north area by about 7:30, 8 o'clock as it moved throughout the New England region this afternoon and into this evening. And that's why the Red Sox Indians game at Fenway Park got postponed to August 14th. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions in Norton at the 11:03 p.m. hour. It's 67 degrees and dew point at 66, humidity 99%, and barometer 3.03 inches. Okay, look at that current condition around the region. It's 70 in Boston, 68 in Bedford and Gloucester, and Bedford and Fitchburg, 64 in Worcester, 68 in Norwood and Taunton and Falmouth, 72 in New Bedford and Plymouth, it's 70 in Chatham and Provincetown, 70 in Martha's 66 in Nantucket, 70 in Providence and Newport and Block Island at 69 in Montauk, 73 in Islip in New York City, 72 in Bridgeport, 72 in New Haven at 66 out in Meriden, Hartford, and Winslow at 64 in Waterbury and Denver, Connecticut at 64 in Springfield at 66 out in 66 degrees up in Greenfield, Massachusetts at 64 in North Benham, 63 in Pittsfield, 72 in Albany and Silver Springs at 70 in Raleigh, Vermont, 66 in Manhattan, Vermont, 72 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 66 in Keene, Java, New Hampshire, 70 in Nashville, and Manchester, and Portsmouth, and New Hampshire, and Portland, Maine at 66 in Concord, and Laconia, New Hampshire. Okay, let's take a look at our source map and the water temperature 67 degrees. Alright, look at that source map around the country. It shows station front from southwestern British Columbia all the way down from the Northern Rockies and regional cold front from Utah, Colorado, and stretching down to western Nebraska and another station front from the Central Plains down through northern Missouri and regional cold front from Missouri down from Michigan with a low pressure in the northeast of Michigan with a station front off the Michigan coast and regional cold front from Quebec from northern Ontario and up into northern Quebec and warm front from northern Quebec stretching down to the eastern Canadian Maritimes and high pressure off the New England coast and western Virginias and the Four Corner region. And a low pressure station front stretching down the Gulf states from Texas down to Florida. And followed by with a low pressure centers, a low pressure down in Nebraska with a followed by down the western Dakotas and western plains down for Texas from the Rockies, and another followed by stretching from Utah down to Nevada and down the Gulf of California with a low pressure right in southeastern California, and followed by up and down in California, of course, with a low pressure right there. 69 degrees in Detroit, 71 in Pittsburgh, 78 in Washington, D.C., it's 80 out in Atlanta, 85 in Miami, Florida, 77 in Brownsville, Texas, it's 84 in Brownsville, Texas, 77 in Dallas, Texas, it's 79 in Kansas City, 70 Omaha, Nebraska, 74 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Chicago, 67 in Great Falls, Montana, 86 in Seattle, 67 in San Francisco, 77 in Los Angeles, it's 97 in Las Vegas, 89 in Phoenix, 85 in Albuquerque, 75 in Denver, 94 in Salt Lake City. Okay, let's take a look at radar, and it shows nothing on the radar map in southern New England, but up to the north, and some line of showers and storms stretching the line from extreme northwestern portions of New Hampshire and extreme northwestern portions of Maine. Rain showers in north and south of Berlin, New Hampshire, and another line of rain showers stretching from northwestern Vermont from St. Albans, stretching in east central Quebec from Sutton all the way down around heavy bender showers and storms on north of St. Elsa du Haut in Quebec and covering around St. Francois du Lac in Quebec and up around Shawinigan and St. Thiel and St. Casimir in Quebec and western Quebec City. And rain showers of Eldred and Shrubridge and it's around the Montreal metropolitan area. And showers storms in Quebec. And take a look at radar around the country, and it shows showers and storms from South Carolina down from Florida and stretching down to the Gulf states and down from the northern Mexico and rain showers 7 in Arizona and down around southeastern California and 7 in Nevada and heavy showers and storms in west central Arizona and rain showers around Colorado and northern New Mexico and showers and storms around Kansas and western Iowa and 9 showers and storms from western Minnesota down to eastern Dakotas and tropical cluster showers and storms from northern Mississippi down for Tennessee and Kentucky and central West Virginia, and showers and storms from central New York down to east central Pennsylvania, and rain showers in east central portions of Illinois down to central Indiana and down to southwestern Ohio, and rain showers in southern and northern portions of Michigan and the northeastern portions of Wisconsin. And looking at satellite loop shows a line of clouds from the Gulf states and up the east coast, and another line of clouds from western Minnesota and Iowa down to the east of Dakotas, and name for the plains, and line of clouds from Mexico covering much of Arizona, 7 New Mexico, down from 7 California, Nevada, and patch of clouds from Utah down in Colorado, and then 7 portions of Idaho. And patch of clouds around the mid-south region and stretching Ohio Valley and western Virginia, and line of clouds from central New York and east central Pennsylvania. All right. Looking at the tropics. Showers and thunderstorms near the coast of West Africa are associated with a tropical wave, and probable conditions are forecast to be conducted for some development in the next several days as the system moves to the west-northwest at 10 to 50 miles over the tropical Atlantic Ocean. And formation chance before us. Low 10% formation chance for 5 days. Low 30%. Okay, look at that forecast discussion. Scattered shower and thunderstorm activity will continue throughout the remainder of the week. A cold front will cross the region Saturday, may bring in another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms. A few surface storms are possible. Spring out the front, expect beautiful late summer conditions on Sunday with low humidity. Unsettled weather may return early next week in the form of more scattered showers and thunderstorms. And current trends on the quiet side is leftover thunderstorms have anticipated due to loss of heating. Still can I rule out a few spot showers, but believe that overtrend is low and thus have gone towards drop ups now. Believe that latest HRR is aggressive and regenerated precipitation. Otherwise, the focus turns toward the default potential of the night as cloud skies currently will eventually clear in the next several hours. This will result in radiation cold as winds will be light, while occasionally where the heavy rain and falling as well as higher 2 points will have The best shot, the lower visibility is we'll have to watch closely for dense fog. That started to be few about it. Checklist, the overall forecast remains on track for this evening. Okay, what I'm thinking. It's gonna be mix of sun and clouds and isolated chance of a shower and thunderstorm. And rainfall totals: Dorchester 3.46 inches, Maynard 3.33 inches, Mendon 2.87 hundredths of an inch, Jamaica Plain 2.74 hundredths of an inch, Walpole 2.72, Acton 2.68, Fitchburg 2.62, Boston 96 inches of rain, Bedford 0.94 hundred inches of rain, and Norwood 0.8 inches of rain. Rain chances Thursday and Friday 15%, and with doubling to 30% by Saturday and Sunday, 0. And if you're going to the Fenway Park for the tomorrow's Red Sox Chicago White Sox game tomorrow, 80 degrees of partly cloudy skies, so it's going to be much better conditions tomorrow than tonight, when it got called off due to rain. So the Sox and the Indians game had to be postponed to the 14th of August. All right, 7-day forecast goes like this. Tonight, Patchmark got to 3 at was most cost about 66 degrees, calm wind for. Thursday, slight chance of showers at after 1 p.m. Patchmark between 80 and was mostly cost covering. Slightest cover 84 degrees. Light south wind increase to 6 to 11 miles an hour in the afternoon. Chest space is 15% increase of cost. Low about 64 degrees. South about 7 to 9 miles an hour for. Friday, Putty said it mostly cost about 82 about 66 degrees and south about 3 to 8 miles an hour for. Saturday, chest shots at Dodgers Bay after 3 p.m. Putty said it cost about 81 about 61 degrees and chest space is 30%. For Sunday, Sunday mostly close to have an 81 about 37 degrees, but Monday mostly starts at 78 degrees. Monday night, Punchmark west, mostly Costco, low about 61 degrees and chest space is 40%. For Tuesday, Punchmark west, mostly Costco about 67 degrees and chest space is 30%. Tuesday night, mostly Costco about 39 degrees, and Wednesday, mostly Costco about 79 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the night. Sun and clouds tomorrow with slight chance of showers, and that's going to be for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night, August 2nd, 2017 on Wednesday night, PJ with review. Good night with a good positive, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with more important. I hope y'all have a good night.